turns around, pokes it out towards me, acting like she's on her phone. It's like in her mind, she thinks I wasn't finna do nothing. And if I were to do it now would be the best time cause it's just me and her in the kitchen.
What's up YouTube, it's J Blanco and I'm back with another reaction video, and today we got She Wanted Me to Hit It animated story. I seen the thumbnail. I never reacted to nothing from this channel before. I seen the thumbnail and it looked crazy, so I clicked on it, man. We gonna react to it. Let's get it.
So I'ma just throw into the air, the last time I told a story about a certain fast food restaurant, y'all tried to be little detectives and try to figure out which restaurant it was, even though I obviously made it easy for y'all to know what it was. PSA, all y'all answers weren't even remotely correct. So in this story, I'm not gonna give y'all clues at all on which restaurant this was. To start off, I've been working 9 to 5s ever since I was 16, and I've been through a lot at every one of them. I've been through the titty and the nipple. I remember this one fast food place I worked at, and we're gonna call it something simple, Wings. Now keep in mind, this story takes place years before I became the official YouTuber you know today, Devontae the One. Yeah, I'm talking stuck at 1K subs for 3 years. Devontae not yet the one. You feel me? If there was anything my parents always actively knew about me, is that I hated working for people. But I always strive to be the best I could be at work so I can get my money and get out. Because I didn't want to be around the people that made my job 50 times harder than it already is, especially at night shift, my coworkers. This is what I had to deal with. You got the plank bobs, the people that always do their work and is loud and keeps a smile on their face until they leave work, but low-key complains on the inside because of stress. Then you got your Helgas, the people that be hired for like 2 weeks and already trying to act like the boss. Like, you better boss yourself back to day shift. Then you got your Shaggies, the people that love eating on clock from start to finish, like they need to eat your hours away. Then you got your Sandy Cheeks. These people be ready to clock out before they clock in and be so lazy. Then you got the Angelicas. Because of their short temper, it don't matter who it is. To them, these hands ready to eat for everybody. Then you got your MVPs. Everybody loves this person because they're like superheroes when they walk into the kitchen, especially when they know fully how to do their job. It's like when they walk into the building, bruh, work gets put on recruit difficulty. And lastly, the flirts. These people, good or bad at their job, flirts with somebody whenever they get the chance. Now, I was a mixture of 1, 6, and 7. A stressed out, loud super worker that loved flirting with girls on the job. Now, along with being the all might of the kitchen, flirting was my forte. Fellas, you ever been at a job you hated but still was excited to go because there was always some bad shorties on your shift? Yeah, that was me with this one snack I used to work with. We're gonna call her by the nickname I used to give her, Cece. She was so sexy. Whenever she was on my shift every now and then, I went from Danny Green in the finals to Steph Curry. I was dropping 60 a game with no breaks, triple doubles, MVP every game, which should have been irrelevant because here's the thing. I wasn't in a position to have to shoot my shot with flirtatious energy that often because I found out the day I met her that she liked me more than I liked her. So that should have been a signal that I didn't have to try as hard to keep her interest because it would have been there for a long time regardless. And here's what's even more crazy. I knew I still had game after a long drought because I'm 5'6", and this girl was 4 inches taller than me. And I still maintain having her on my radar even when I didn't give her attention. And y'all know how most females be saying,
I don't want a short guy because I don't want my cage to be shorter. I want to look up to my man,
blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you how I did it according to my knowledge. This ain't no red pill content, but I kept my masculine frame. And she made it very clear that she loved dominant men. Again, this ain't no red pill content, and I could elaborate on this more, but to keep it short, get it? Because I'm short? No? Anyways, understand straight females don't want 2 pussies in a relationship, if you catch my drift. It'd be some days that she would flirt with me more than I would flirt with her, just because I would give her little bits and pieces of attention and then take those bits and pieces away every now and then, because even though she liked me more than I liked her, she thrived off of attention. There'd also be some times where I'd pay no attention to her whatsoever. Then I'd look out the peripheral vision of my eye and she would just be staring at me, biting her lip. And I ain't gonna lie, subconsciously, I like that. So every now and then when she'd do that, I'd turn towards her, look her up and down, smile, bite my lip too, all while I was working the entire kitchen at the same time. And I tell you what, she loved that. Yes, sir. Now here's where things get spicy, because I think she was trying to test me back then. So there was this one time in particular I'll probably never forget. I came into work, and like I said before, even though I was the almighty of the kitchen, deep down inside I was always stressed out because I was balancing school, YouTube, and a little bit of bills I should have had no business having to pay as a kid, but I never showed it. I'm at my station minding my own business. My bosses were gone. The third employee was up front in the lobby, and she was in front taking orders at the window as usual. She gives the customer their food and they drive off, and the third employee is still in the lobby. Now keep in mind, when Cece and I flirt, we take it very far. So Cece steps into the kitchen. She gets into my area and starts talking to me about how she likes it when a guy does a certain thing with a blush on her face. For example, taking charge and more things I can't say, or this might turn into the hub topic, if you catch my drift. And I'm like, oh yeah? Your word? Cool. Yeah. Now also mind you that as she's talking, I'm literally paying this girl barely any attention, cause I was so focused on myself. And dog, this is how I knew she was a freak. Bruh, I can't make this up. 30 seconds later, she tells me that she likes it when guys slaps and grips on her cheeks, turns around, pokes it out towards me, acting like she's on her phone. That caught my attention because it looked like she wanted more than a paycheck. So what you telling me is basically that's the green light to smack it. Now in my mind, she playing games with me like I'm a GameCube or something. I'm hesitating to proceed forward because I'm playing tug of war with a risk right now. It's like in her mind, she thinks I wasn't finna do nothing, which is the tug of war risk going on in my head at the time. And if I were to do it now would be the best time because it's just me and her in the kitchen. Plus some cameras. It's like she was trying to see if I was a pussy or not. No. Not today, Satan. So, after some seconds of contemplating, I made up my mind. YOLO. So I took my hand, I cranked that thing back like Soulja Boy, and... Bro, when I tell you that smack was so loud, people outside heard it. My arm was pulsing, my veins was popping out. I looked like Midoriya. Luckily, she turned around though, and she gave me the response that I was relieved to hear.
I don't know why, but that just turned me on so much.
Then she put her hand on my chest and started rubbing. Bro, oh my, bro, I remember this so vividly, bro. Like, dog, I walked away back to my station on a comethazine type beat. I walked around like I was that nigga. Moral of the story, I don't have one. Just don't attempt what I did. Seriously. Thank y'all for 100.
Yo, man, oh man, this is a good ass reaction. I like this animated story. I think I'm subscribe to his channel, man. If you come across this video and you watch the whole thing to this point and you really know about him more than I do, you know what I mean? Because it's my first ever time. Comment down below more funny stuff that y'all want to see me react to, man. Because I'm definitely about to start reacting to this. It's funny. This is a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's Jay Blanco, and if you like videos like this, show love and I show love back, man. I'm out. Peace.
It's movies. It's viral.